awards. Seven and a half, 8.5, 7.5, 7.5, 7.5, and 8. Awards. Eight, 7 and 7.5. We now begin round 2, marking.
Great dive for Maggie. Saw her take off the platform there. She had a huge jump, waited for her spot, which means she's looking at the water with each flip. She's looking for the blue of the water and the white of the ceiling. When she sees that last blue, she kicks out perfectly, looks back for the water, has a nice entry, which is why you're seeing these nice 6.5, 7 scores, 54.60.
To move her into first for the moment, but 3 divers remain here in round number 2. This is Emily Bretscher. We saw her win the 3-meter competition. Forward 3.5 somersault.
Very nice dive for Emily. We saw her do that earlier on the 3-meter springboard, the exact same dive. But the mechanics are completely different when you're coming off a platform versus a springboard. So I would consider her a very versatile diver. While mostly a springboard diver, she's very talented and able to do a nice.
Just a freshman. She was the top performer in the prelims.
Here she's doing an arm stand with 2 flips and a half twist. Nice start off the platform. She gets a good pike position as she's coming around, and then you see that ripped entry on the bottom. This morning, so let's see if they made the correct adjustments between the events. It looks like they did much better than she did this morning. When I say that she's going short, what I mean is she's coming out a little bit early from her somersault and landing on her back. She made a nice adjustment here in the finals, held on and waited for it, came out at the right time, actually a little bit over adjusted and went just by on that entry, but still a very solid dive for 6.5 7s here for Emily in the final.
An award of 58 points moves her into second.
Very nice dive for Maggie here in this round of diving. Much better than this morning. She did a good job of coming out at the right time, pressing her feet back towards the platform, looking back for the water. And here she does a front 3.5 somersaults in the tuck position. This morning in the preliminaries, she had an incredible entry on it. She had the best rip of the contest. When I'm talking about a rip, it's the way your hands are hitting the water. You hear it before she's ready to go. Absolutely no sign of nerves this evening. She held that handstand for way more than she needed to, which is awesome. It shows the judges she's not nervous, she's not worried, she knows what she's doing, and she does just that on the rest of the dive. Perfect handstand position, does a nice kick off the tower, gets it down on the bottom. Very solid scores for her.
And the 62.4 points, that's her highest score ever on that dive. What a moment to have it come at a Big Ten championship.
Exactly. She picked the right time to peak on that dive. Awesome job for Maggie.
Emily Bretscher, 3-meter champion, trying to move up from 8th position.
Here she's doing a reverse 2.5 somersaults in the tuck position. She's going to face away from the platform and jump out and flip backwards. Great entry. She did a very, very good job of being aggressive on that start. The thought of standing forward on the platform and having to think about jumping off, flipping backwards, It's a huge mental game, and you have to, every single time you're on the end, you have to convince yourself that you know what you're doing, you're confident in your skills, and she does that just here. She kicks out, no hesitation whatsoever. Look. And a great finish for her here in this final. Big dive, a lot of flipping, a lot of twisting. She does a good job of being strong on that jump, holding onto her pike until it comes around to vertical. 6.5, 7, 7.5. Very, very solid. Great job, Emily.
And it's big because we talked about the 7 points between the top three, but 8 points.
Great dive for Emily. She has been steady all 3 events. Absolutely huge points for Purdue. The judges give her nearly 60 points on her last dive to close out her Big Ten championship here. It's going to have her sitting in 4th at the moment.
Down, Markey Hopkins.
Going to need something special here. And special she gave us. Incredible entry. Degree of difficulty is a little bit lower, 2.8 on that.
71
wow,
points.
71 points, an incredible dive for her to finish out this meet. But the real story here, the freshman from Northwestern coming away with the win, coming into this event, sitting in 8th place. What a finish. Very exciting. Here we're getting a replay of that perfect entry.
And your winner by final score